folks. In our final month, we're underway in Week 14. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Block off of play action. And he's got this down to the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff, now lock. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On play action, lock. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 20. Again, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, alert three. Alert three. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Watch twist. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Check. 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 Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
1st down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check right 21, right 21, check right 21. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the turnover, here's Locke.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and long.
Third and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Now Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time.
Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. Steps away.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Bridgewater. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Hey, check back, back 6. Go.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Locke now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Give the sack to Komoko Toure. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Block off of play action. This is the tight end Fant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. shotgun snap to Locke.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
49, check 49, check 49. So close. Jim. Boys, you got this.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Williams. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Bridgewater now. Flushed out right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. What a spin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Play action now. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, 40 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
he's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. Kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me.